Hey everybody, it's Noah Parker here with Know It All Climbing. So today's episode is brought to you by Huel. I drink 12 Huels a day as I aim to keep, hitting my caloric intake of, 4 times the average human, and just, keep gaining and just keep sending it as much as possible. So today we're talking about some of the most difficult routes I've done in my long and illustrious career as a climber since the age of 8. So first up is Extinction. So Extinction is a V37F live volcano scenario where the lava bed begins rising as soon as you start climbing. So it's a pretty, it's a trial by fire. It's a good test of your, your speed climbing, and also your coordination with your buddy. You got to be really efficient in all your movements, just continue attacking, pitch by pitch, just keep climbing and just keep going. So I climbed this in 1994 with my college roommate, Quinn Markley at the time. And during the course of the climb, I learned that Quinn had not been... sorry, I just get angry when I remember this. That Quinn had not been following the strict dietary and workout regimen that I had created for us in order to be able to climb this route before being incinerated alive. Sorry, I just get furious remembering this. And so, during the course of the climb, the lava was rising and, Quinn was just lagging. So, I had no other choice, as any climber would to, I had to cut him loose, and, fortunately for him, it was a pretty quick, extinguishing, in the lava there. He was, I lost sight of him pretty rapidly. So, I think it was a short-lived, moment of intense, heat for him. And, I think we both learned a lot. I learned that I need to have a, a climber who's on my level, who's willing to, commit to the sport at the same, pedigree that I am. Number 2 is Valhalla. So Valhalla is a V43K in Norway. And so Valhalla is a good test of both your preparation and your ability to, build skills outside of climbing. As climbers, we tend to be really narrow in terms of we just, are climbing a lot, and developing climbing skills and just, gaining and sending it, as much as possible. But Valhalla forces you to develop some more skills because, as I learned through a dark ritual where I contacted Odin, the Allfather, which I'm still paying for in various ways. I got the beta from the Allfather that you needed to have proficiency in a archaic handheld weapon, like a sword or an axe or a spear or a flail, which is, basically like a large stick with a chain and a ball with spikes on it that, you'll bash someone with repeatedly. So I had been, unbeknownst to anyone in my circle, I had been shadow training with a Catalonian separatist named Pedro in the art of the rapier, which is a very efficient weapon for, close quarters combat. And so I'd been training with Pedro on the new moon, every month, unbeknownst to anyone in my circle, and managed to get the rapier, onto the flight and landed in Norway. Everything's fine. But I show up to Valhalla, and the rule with Valhalla is, 2 go in, but only 1 must come out. And unfortunately, on that day, I was paired up with Logan Devore Klein. So Logan's a great guy. We climbed in the valley, Cordilleras, Utah, Mars. And, as a godfather to his daughter, knew his wife Sheila, his dad Dennis, and his mom Mildred. And spent every Thanksgiving and Christmas together. And, Logan was a really great guy, and unfortunately, he had not got the memo from the Allfather that you needed to have proficiency in a, archaic weapon. And so, obviously he pleaded with me as anyone would, when you're in the beta position and, you're against an alpha, like me. But, unfortunately for Logan, I had to complete the route. So I ended up striking him down, and, he's missed, but I think his family understands, it's, as a climber, things happen, and, you got to make sacrifices. So last route is the Matriarch. So the Matriarch is a 684Z on Mars. I was fortunate to go on a long journey out there with with Bodie Reynolds and Clyde Partridge and Gavin Sellers. So we were on the ship for about 7 months. A lot of training. Just a lot of training and Huel, and just planning for months on end about how to do this route. But when we arrived on Mars, we were unfortunately discovered the infrastructure was pretty lacking. There wasn't as much oxygen. There actually wasn't any oxygen or any water. Everything was toxic. There was no climbing chalk. The facilities were pretty marginal, so it was a bit of a challenge. Gavin got swept away in a dust storm. Bodie wandered off, in a delusions of, he's basically following, he was hallucinating at that point from lack of, nutrition and water, because we'd run out on the way. I had a stash of fuel though, so I was fine. And that just left me and Gavin. So, Gavin was my belayer, and, the matriarch was, it was pretty difficult in the suit. I took my time though, Gavin, I'm not sure what happened to Gavin. I never found out. It seemed like he may be, he may have been abducted or something, but I managed to send the route, took a selfie at the top, planted my, put a know-it-all climbing, flag there, and just went back down and, just sent that rocket back to Earth, and here I am. So anyway, thanks for watching. This has been your know-it-all climbing, tip of the day. Whether you're on the climbing wall, in the gym, or, or in the valley, or, the Cordilleras, or, just in work, at work in your office, grinding it out. Just keep sending it. Just keep going pitch by pitch, just keep attacking your problems, don't give up, check your ropes, trust your buddy, get home safe. Thanks.